What's going on, guys? All right, so I got 3 bows I'm going to show you. 2 of them are not shooting yet, but they're kind of just in various stages of building, I guess. First one is a white oak bow. This is from California. I borrowed this, let's say, quote unquote, borrowed it from it's like a ditch area. It was just a sapling that was sitting there, and it was just a nice piece of wood, so I figured I'd cut it down and make a bow from it. This is the belly of it, so you can see the back of it. It's actually reflexed quite a bit. I think the idea with this one is I'm going to string it backwards another 3 inches, and then apply silk backing, like a raw silk backing on the back there. Basically what that does is it gives you the same effect as sinew without it being water sensitive like sinew is. All right, that's the first one. I would say this one's probably, I don't know, 58 inches. It's going to be a short bow for sure, but with enough reflex, and I think I might get close to full draw. All right, there's one. This one you can find, actually, I think it's still on slinging.org on one of the threads. I got a big haul of Chinaberry, again in California. Chinaberry is not really the best bow wood, but it's fun. It's fun just experimenting with any woods, But it's very light, and you can see this one has considerable deflex in it, right? It probably has a good 2 inches of deflex. And unfortunately, when I tried with this one, you cannot really put reflex very easily into Chinaberry. When I first cut it and it was green, it was fine. You could put reflex into it, but then I lost a lot of it. So some woods, it's really hard to heat bend them to where you want them. Whereas other woods, they bend like spaghetti. But yeah, so for me, the interesting thing about this is with it being so deflexed, I can kind of try out a theory that I've been having for a while. It's not really a theory, it's kind of well known, but it's not something that I've really practiced on, and that is trying to get the most out of a deflexed bow. And the way that you would do this is, first I'd have to back it, because the back is just not good. It's decrowned, but I just don't trust it. But the way that you would do this is you would just make the limbs as thick and narrow as possible, so that they're very, very low in mass. So starting out, it'll have, like I said, 2 inches of deflex. And if I heat temper it, hopefully there won't be any more deflex. It won't take any additional set. And if I just get those limbs, really narrow and really thick, there should be so little mass on them that it's still a decent bow. But again, the only way to find out if that's actually going to work or not is to do it. I think, if I remember correctly, I think the Mojave Apaches kind of had these style bows with a deflex in them, just because the wood that they were using is not great. All right, so this one is not going to stay up here. Let's try like that. This is a hickory bow. It's not done yet. It is strong, it is shooting. The tips are down. I think I just worked on them a little bit more, and I think they're probably less than ½ an inch now. They're pretty small. You can put my finger next to them. They're pretty small. And it shoots pretty good. I would say right now, before sanding and shooting it a lot, it's probably 75 pounds, which is way too heavy for me. But it's a great bow. It shoots fine. It's heat tempered. Let me show you that in the belly. So that's what that is. This is heat tempering. And this is being hickory, especially. It loves heat tempering, and it works really good. You can see that actually there's virtually no set in it. See how it looks perfectly straight? It's been shot quite a bit, and there's just virtually no set at all in it. So it's working pretty good as far as that goes. All right, guys, so here's the bow strung. And I got an arrow. We're going to go ahead and shoot it. I've shot it a pretty good amount of times, and I really need to get an arm guard. As you can see, maybe you can't see, but I got a good little bruise going on right there. There it is. Yeah, who needs an arm guard when you have skin, right? Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna take a shot. I think I'm pulling it back maybe 26 inches. This bow's got to be 70 plus, maybe 75, even 80. It's quite heavy. I know I can shoot my 65-pound recurve without too much trouble. Sorry, let me go ahead and pull this up. So it's got to be heavier than that. Anyways, let's get to it. I'll take a shot at my makeshift target over there. All right, so I'm about to check on the video. I think maybe 26 inches. I have yet to pull this all the way back, but it's shooting pretty good. So I think at 28 inches, it'll be a good shooting bow. All right, everybody. Hopefully that gave you some incentive to get going. It's a really fun, I guess, hobby skill to have. First bow is not going to be perfect, but that's okay because it just means you can make more. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You have a good day. Bye-bye.